Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today some of us in some parts of Canada are completely snowed in and ready to enjoy some fun Age of Empires games like the one in front of us where Hera, playing as the blue Gurjaras, prepares to take on Vinchester, playing as the purple Mongols. Now while the players explore their immediate surroundings, herd their herdables, and try to go up to Feudal as fast as possible, let's take a look at their respective Civ matchup we'll be watching today. The Gurjaras, a civ that focuses on its mounted units. Their camels and elephants are created faster. All mounted units deal extra bonus damage. Their camel line units and elephant archers can be upgraded so that they're much harder to kill by giving them a melee armor boost. And their first unique unit is the Srivamsha rider, a super fast, versatile cavalry unit that can actually dodge ranged projectiles from the enemy. The base Srivamsha dodges 5, and the elite dodges 7 arrows, 7 projectiles. Whatever the ranged unit throws at them, they can dodge, and that ability resets every 20 seconds. Now, to support their mounted units on the field of battle against pesky things like pikemen and halberdiers, the Gurjaras can field a second unique unit, the Chakram Thrower. This is an infantry unit with a ranged melee attack who throws discs like Xena Warrior Princess, and just like her discs, these ones do multiple damage to multiple units at once. Now, their output is quite low. The base Chakram attacks on a 3, the elite on a 4, but my god, the pass-through damage is 100% with a small attack boost against infantry. Now, to help the Gurjaras basically build a big, juicy army, they start the game with 2 extra forage bushes, and they can garrison their livestock inside their mills to auto-generate food. So take a look at the bottom left of your screen. Hera has put 6 pigs in this mill, and as you can see in the top left of your screen, his food count is slowly going up, 41, 42, 43, etc. Now, the Gurjaras can also upgrade their entire military-industrial complex so that all military units cost 25% less food. Taking on our blue Gurjara behemoth, we have Vinchester playing as the purple Mongols, an incredibly fast cavalry-centric civilization. Scout cavalry line units come with extra line of sight. Their cavalry archers fire faster. Mongol light cav hussars and steppe lancers all come with extra HP, and their unique unit needs no introduction. I am, of course, talking about the mangudai, a fast-firing, quick cavalry archer unit with an attack bonus against siege units. Now, to keep up with the incredibly fast Mongol army on the field of battle, Mongol siege units can actually be upgraded to move even faster. I believe it's 50% faster. Now, to support their military endeavors, Mongol hunters work faster, and Mongol houses themselves can be upgraded so that when they're destroyed, or if they're destroyed, the Mongols do not lose population space. So that is the incredible matchup we have today. 2 very fast civilizations with 2 Dark Age bonuses. The Mongols with the quicker hunters, the Gurjaras with the extra berries, and the herdables that can be garrisoned inside the mill. And let's see the direction the players take this game. I'm very excited for this game. Vinchester, not surprisingly, first to click up to Feudal using that quicker hunter bonus. And let's see what how the players are situated here. The base for our Mongol player is not terrible at all, although it is completely open on the south and the east. Although the east side may not necessarily be an avenue of attack that Hera might use instead of going just straight headbutting into the center. Gold pile a little bit exposed out front here. He's going to have to take this tiny little hill outpost outcropping so that Hera does not take it with his units. But a pretty exposed. Where is his primary stone? Very far from his base, completely in the middle of nowhere underneath the oak forest. Not exactly a forest when you have one tree, but not exactly underneath that Tuscan sun is this stone pile. So we'll see how Vinchester decides to play it. His secondary stone pile even further away. Hera, on the other hand, completely open to the north, easy to wall off in the east, easy to wall off in the south. His primary gold also a little bit exposed here, front facing. A scout cavalry comes in, gets 1 kill for the Mongol horde, and wisely retreats using that hill advantage to get the extra attack. Here is Vinchester Brilliant play out of him. A second villager. This is uncharacteristic damage here for our blue Gurjara, who is starting to wall off his base. I bet he wishes instead of walling off the west, he would have walled off the east over here instead, but still loses 2 villagers. Vinch taking a quick, decisive kill count lead in the early stages of the game. Comes back for more, but has to be careful. His scout is very weak right now. Hit and run, hit and run. Let's see. Bob and weave, duck and dive. Come on, let's see. Let's see what happens here. A lot of microing. I expect, by the way, this level of micro from both players throughout the entire game. Like I said, take a look at their Elos. Hera the favorite in terms of Elos, 2782. Vinchester at 2616. But beyond the Elos themselves, just these civilizations, the Mongols in a little bit of trouble. Not the end of the world. The Srivamsha rider here can basically dodge any projectile thrown by their cavalry archers and thrown by their mangudai quite well. But the mangudai fires so fast that Hera just cannot rest on any kind of laurels here. So I'm expecting a lot of micro from these players. I hope I am not disappointed. For now, Hera plugging up the hole in his defenses with a massive long wall off here. The Great Wall of Gurjara being built in the southeast portion of his base. Happy to leave the eastern portion open. Although, is this... No, there's an avenue of attack. I thought maybe he would create a siphon so that if Vinchester wanted to engage, he would have to do it through a town center. But for now, both players forget about the bases. Let's take a look at the middle of the map between them. We've got 4 scout cavalry fighting against a camel scout and 2 spearmen. These scout cavalry have to be very careful here. Cannot take a bad fight. One of them is already at half health. And while they disengage, let's take a look at the map itself. Apologies to anyone on a smaller screen. Very straight line of attack here for both players, although a few choke points here that might benefit our Mongol player, actually. Srivamshas are great at dodging, but if you clump up enough mangudai and you're fast with them, you can do a lot of damage and choke points. But like I said, a lot of this will depend on the micro of the players. Is he really trying to hurt a deer with his camel scout while at the same time trying to fight off this force here? I mean, if he is, that's just freaking brilliant. That's just Hera in a nutshell, the level of micro out of this guy. Let's take a look at the APM, actually. Vinchester ahead with 130 for a second there to the 100 of our blue Gurjara. And let's see where the players sit right now. No game-ending damage, no damage critical at all, except Hera is down the 2 villagers that were sniped by that one scout who ended up paying for it with his life. And now army supply double in terms of Vinchester, but okay, look at them teasing this bear. Come at us. We know we're scouts. We know you are not programmed to attack us. But instead, the archer comes in, takes one shot. Oh, look at him doing the splits as he dies. Poor bear. He wasn't doing anything until that one annoying Mongol archer came, fired an arrow, and then all of a sudden, he's busy hibernating, collecting whatever bears eat. I don't know, berries and shit. And all of a sudden, 5 scout cavalry wake him up from his hibernation and just kill him. His cousin paying the price to the north as well. Oh, one villager has to be very careful. I mean, Hera sees this. He's going to go and try to attack this villager ASAP. Villager trying to plop down a blacksmith as Vinch breaks into the front of Hera's base here. 2 archers, 5 scout cavalry, fresh off the high of killing the bear. They demolish a house, but a secondary wall off comes in to meet them with a tower being placed here. So I don't know that Vinch is going to really do much here. Hera has to wall this off very quickly to make sure these villagers don't die. Tower goes up, and Vinch disengages. Okay. This is exactly the best case scenario for Hera, who himself is now being annoying with 2 spearmen. His camel must have died. 2 kills for this town center. I don't see a corpse anywhere on the map. Maybe I'm missing it, but that camel probably is dead. Just, yeah, not probably. He is dead. I don't see him on the units tab. And my god, Vinchester is being so annoying. Sorry, guys, I'm going to alternate between calling him Vinchester and Vinch. If you know what exactly he likes to be called, let me know. I've heard it both on different casters, different streamers using different names. In any event, Vinchester zero attempt at a wall off. I mean, beyond whatever this is there an avenue of exit here for his units? No, we've got a tree, a house. This is a lot of wood. I mean, I don't mind it. He creates a kind of barrier, but it's not exactly a wall off. And the rest of his map, he's completely open. Of course, right as I say that, he he starts plopping down a defensive, what looks like the outline of a defensive wall made out of houses. But does he really need to be defensive? Take a look at his aggression here. Even with all this aggression, Hera, because he's 2 villagers behind, clicking up to castle about 25 seconds behind his opponent. Vinchester continuing to stream units across the map. Basically 3x the army supply here. But he's got to be careful. The second Hera gets to castle, that's when the Gurjara power units can kind of start coming out. And let's see what he's building to prepare for this. I only just... oh, no, never mind. The mod is... I thought the mod maybe disappeared, but no, the stable image is hidden behind this one. Getting bloodlines to make his cavalry stronger. And what is Hera building? 2 stables, an archery range, and a barracks. Vinch making an issue, really trying to be annoying here, really trying to keep Hera on his toes, keep his micro as weak as possible, as focused on defending as possible. Gets to castle. What does he do? Plops down 1. Plops down 2 new town centers. Love the location on this one. Gets the stone, lots of space for farms. Gets the gold, gets the lumber, lots of space for farms as well. But Hera now in Castle Age, more upgrades for his mounted units, defensive upgrades. Let's see what he decides to do. His army supply needs to go up, 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 or else he's just going to be swarmed over. First Srivamsha riders coming out. Now remember, without the upgrade for the Gurjaras that makes these units cost 25% less food, these guys are very expensive. We're talking 70 food, 20 gold. 70 food. This is 210 food in 3 units right here. And let's see what our Mongol can do here. He sees the Srivamshas. Can he catch up to them? 1.6, 1.55. You know, one of my viewers, Muhammad, posted a joke. I don't know, Muhammad, if you're watching this. I laughed. It was a mangudai walks into a bar. There was no counter. And I've heard a lot of people claiming that the mangudai really need to get countered. And we'll see. I mean, hopefully, number one, hopefully we see mangudais in this game. Vinchester might decide to just not go that route. But if we do, we'll finally see if the Srivamsha counters the mangudai. Will the dodge ability counter the fast firing? For now, though, 6 villagers on stone, but Vinchester has completely depleted his stone count building these 2 town centers. So he's looking to boom. He's 7 villagers ahead, shooing away this annoying scout cavalry, but the scout cavalry is doing its job. It's distracting these 5 right up until the moment it decides to stop. Yeah, there we go. Starts up again. But what the hell is he going to do against, how many now? 6 Srivamsha riders. Husbandry is going to come in. Watch this. Watch how fast this unit is. Right now on a 1.6. Take a look in 10 seconds. Let's keep an eye out on these units. Hopefully they don't move. But 4, 3, 2. Take a look at this. 1.76. How ridiculous is that? 1.76. To give you an idea, this bite beetle unit moves on a 0.96. A scout moves on a 1. Well, not this one. 1.75. 1. But the Mongol scout, 1.55. I'm not sure I like the idea of going camels here. You do not want to engage into a camel war with the Gurjaras. Remember, their camels can be upgraded to cost less food. They deal extra bonus damage, and they're created faster. So I don't know that the Mongol really wants to engage here. Siege might be an interesting option with the 50% faster siege units. A 4th town center going down. So no mangudai coming out anytime soon. You know, you can hope. Oh, these are not knights. They are not going to be converted very quickly here. Although it does get 1 of them. 2 of them. Excellent. So we've got our first Mongol Srivamsha riders. And now these camels shoo this away. I mean, keep in mind the Srivamsha. Take a look at its Pierce. It's 2. Its HP is not the best at 75. You know, in Age of Empires, there's never something that's just purely amazing. Even that Persian War Elephant Elite with 600 HP and a massive attack. Oh, by the way, sorry, I had a complete brain fart. This is a Gurjara siege workshop, not a Mongol one. But I guess the trade-off with the Srivamshas is their real dog shit HP. And so when you engage under things like town centers and you take arrow fire, even though take a look, it's dodging this arrow fire, 3, 4 volleys, 5 volleys, and not a single thing of damage just yet. If these arrows do manage to connect, yeah, your Srivamshas are like glass cannons. They'll just disappear immediately. He needs to get rid of this mangonel. Perfect. Now that the mangonel's gone, the town center does reign supreme here. And together with his archers, he is going to be able to shoo that away. Take a look at the villager count here for our purple Mongols, 68 to 44. I mean, it's one thing to lose 2 villagers in the beginning of the game, but to go down basically 18 villagers, although he's getting a couple of good kills here, though losing a few Srivamshas. Like I said, these are very, very food-intensive units, and he has not researched the upgrade to get their food costs down. Very defensive castle going down by Vinchester. He does not want any kind of raids. I mean, can you blame him? Look at this unit, 1.76 speed. You do not want those units entering your base, but yeah, look at this. Eventually that power to dodge arrows runs out, and the Srivamshas just die. 75 HP, 2 pierce armor, 350 stone, 14 villagers on stone from our Mongol. Please let me see, or let us see mangudai. I really want to see a battle here. A second town center finally going down for Hera at the 28-minute mark of the game. And let's see if he manages to catch up with villagers, or if Vinchester will not even give him that opportunity. For now, relying on his static defense to keep his opponent at bay. But static defense is exactly that. It's static. It doesn't move. These mangonels are going to have a field day with this town center. He might have to give it up completely. Oh, that micro from Hera is fantastic. And now he's healing up. I love the inclusion of 3 monks here. Not only to give you the ability to snipe and convert your opponent's units, but also to heal your own 3 mangudai, making their appearance 3 more on the way. What are we building here? A market. Vinchester wants to balance his economy at some point, or at least have the option to. And here we go, the matchup that I really wanted to see. Look how fast these guys fire. 1.7 seconds to attack against, where is it? 1.8 of the Srivamsha. So a little bit faster. Oh, villager massacre here. They let me know what you think. Should Vinchester double down on defending this town center if he's got a castle building to the north? Although, will that castle even finish these mangonels? The Srivamshas ripping them apart. But remember, mangudai do get an attack bonus against siege units, so they will make quick work of these mangonels. +3 attack on an already juicy 8 attack. But he's got to be careful. Can't take too many mangonel shots to the face. Castle's stopping at 60%. Oh, it takes a volley of rocks right to the face. Mangudai go down. And what is Hera doing behind this? He is not interested in pressing the issue here. He's not coming forward with any villagers. He's not building additional infrastructure here. I don't see any blue dots streaming across the map at all. He is instead putting 8 villagers on stone. Not the most ideal location for these 4, these 5, having to go all the way around. But does it matter? He's got how many Srivamshas here? 15 of them, 2 mangonels, 2 monks. But his opponent sitting at 1/3 of the army supply. My, how the turntables have turned. And not 1, but 2 town centers going down for our blue Gurjara, who desperately needs to catch up in villager supply if he wants to keep up his military production. A lot of gold here, a lot of stone here. So great placement for the town center. And he's managed to bust his way into Vinchester's base. But yeah, the mangudais are not slow either. They're at a 1.4. Not as quick as the Srivamshas, but they'll dance circles around these mangonels day and night. What are these 2 blue tunics? Did he manage to snipe the monks while I wasn't looking? Oh yeah, 2 more Srivamshas coming here. Oh, I mean, look at this. What other unit could withstand 3 volleys from 9 mangudai and not have any HP removed, or have like the basic low amount of HP? Good placement for a university to block up this area, but oh, he's got to move back. Does Vinchester? Do not engage with these Srivamshas. They will close the ranks and they will frickin' slaughter whatever you put in front of them, as long as it's an archer unit. Oh, okay, decides to cancel that. Rebuilds it in the back, wants to finish it. I thought he was building it here on purpose to create more, gets a little bit of his own units to create a, you know, little paths and little choke points. But no, he instead just wants to have a university. Okay, I was overthinking it. Another mangonel, more monks streaming across the map. Hera putting on the pressure here, but really pressure on what? A bunch of houses? I don't know if the Mongols got the name escapes me right now. Nomads upgrade, so that when these houses, let's see when he demolishes it, if the supply cap went down. I didn't notice. And let's take a look. Let's see what happens here. He's at a 135. And let's see once this house goes down if it stays at 135 or go. Well, now it's 140. 135. No, so he has not upgraded nomads. What he is doing, though, Hera, is giving these mangudai a lot of opportunities to fire their arrows while he's busy engaging into houses. But sneaky mangonel coming in from the west. Oh, one mangudai. Will he get converted? Runs away. No convert for you, he says. Okay, mangudai holding their own. I mean, the Srivamsha is doing more damage than any other unit I think could do here, right? But still, in terms of quantity, tries to do a cheeky little move here. Does get 2 converts. 2 Gurjara mangudai have entered stage north, I guess. And now Hera's forward with his own castle. Has to desperately complete this. No, don't lead your opponent back to your army here, to your castle. These mangudai, though, take a look at their HP dog shit. It's sitting at half of what it should be. That being said, doesn't even matter. He has sniped all of the villagers. Hera here with this little bit of sour luck. Okay, that mangonel's dead. That Srivamsha should be dead. I mean, dodge all you want when you're 18-1. And now Vinchester taking a massive supply lead. I mean, this game is seesawing back and forth. One final death volley from the mangonel. He's got to get rid of this this siege workshop for sure. Does he have a siege workshop of his own? Let's take a quick look before the mangudai start wreaking havoc. Yeah, he's building one right now. Yeah, you need some kind of ram. You need something to get rid of your opponent's structures here. What the hell are these dots? These are a bunch of villagers, 4 idle villagers hanging out in the center of the map. This mangonel, not long for this world. He was spawned into battle, and he will die in battle. Let's see what he decides to build out of his siege workshop once that completes. For now, though, Vinchester being a little bit passive. I mean, he sees no enemy units streaming at him. Both players going up to, yeah, battering ram, not a surprise. Both players going up to Imperial. Vinchester with a 20-second lead or so, and now he's establishing a bit of infrastructure in the middle of the base, going cavalry. Okay. We'll see how that works out for him. 16 Srivamshas on the docket for our blue Gurjara, whose castle is now under attack, but it's got a lot of HP. Hera does not need to make any decisions about this castle right now. It's literally at 3,700 HP. It's literally at 95% completion. Another town center going down. He needs lumber. He's only got 23 villagers on wood, only has 120, now 90 wood. Yeah, he needs a lot more wood than that does Hera, especially if he plans on seeding a whole bunch of farms. And now finally, several minutes after they establish dominion over the center of the map, the mangudai move out. But is it too little, too late? No, never mind. They're not moving out. They're going back. Oh, now he's going to discover castle fire as he takes a volley right to the face. The worst way to discover the location of a castle and to give away the location of your army. These Srivamshas, holy shit, how many mangudai do we have on the field? 31 mangudai on the field. You love to see it. But these Srivamshas, how many do we have here? 13. Nah, they're not going to be able to put up a fight against 31 mangudai. Okay, blocking the path with his own villagers now. Hera canceling the castle. Yeah, move your battering rams to get rid of this siege workshop, please. And the Srivamshas are yet again doing what they're doing best, which is dodging castle arrows and killing villagers with their insane speed. Not the strongest attack of a cavalry unit in the game, only on an 8, not upgraded at all. Hera instead choosing economic upgrades at the moment. Although, look at him. He's managed to almost catch up in villager count. And these mangudai are great, but they're not designed to take down structures. Oh, more raiding. What do you do? How can you stop this on an open map like Arabia? How do you stop a unit that runs, that flies with the wind? I mean, you thought Mongols were fast. 1.76 on a Srivamsha rider. What the hell are you supposed to do when those outrun your units and just start killing villagers? Although I guess the only thing you can do is quantity versus quality, right? Light cavalry with a 30% extra HP. Are you really going heavy camels? I don't know if that's the right move. This is definitely not the right move to put your mangudai in harm's way here. Although luckily doesn't lose a single one. Finally, the siege workshop will get cleaned up. And now Hera taking the villager lead. Big surprise after all the deaths that happened here. Look at all these farms just waiting for people to come and work on them. Till me, till my fields, they say. But no, the cries fall on deaf ears. A bear standing up to attack. I'll never forget how I had a lot of confusion when I was younger and learning about the stock market, a bear and a bull, and realizing that a bull gores you by lifting its head up, and a bear mauls you by standing up and attacking downward, I guess, with its paws, its massive bear claws. So that was always fun for me. I had to take a second and remember which one was which. But for now, one solitary Treb attacking this castle on the hill, I think. But the Treb is also on a hill. Let's see what kind of damage it's doing. Yeah, it looks like a full damage Treb, so no hill advantage there. Vinchester has to be careful. I mean, these camels are fast, 1.6, and yes, elite mangudai upgrade being researched. Heavy camels for our Gurjara. Like I said, I'm not sure you really want to go camel war with a civ that has extra armor, cheaper, and does bonus damage. Take a look at this. I mean, they deal 6 bonus damage to camels. And so in Imperial, that goes up by 40% to 8.4, or I guess 8.5 rounded up. I'm never 100% sure how the rounding works in Age of Empires. If it's just a basic rounding up, rounding down. Oh, get out of the line of fire. Get out. Little silly things here. And now Vinchester returning the favor, raiding the shit out of this stone mine. I see a bunch of movement out here on the map. And let's see, we've got an engage here. We've got Srivamshas and camels against mangudai and camels. The mangudai focusing the camels. Smart move here by Vinch. But he's getting pushed back here. A lot of blue moving forward. Let's take a look at the upgrade. Fully upgraded Gurjara camels. Horseshit upgrades for our Mongol. Finally getting the +2 attack upgrade. So attack upgrades are equal just because Gurjaras are missing Blast Furnace, the 3rd attack upgrade. But to even it out, Mongol cavalry does not get the 3rd defensive upgrade. So we'll leave it up to the numbers, leave it up to the micro. This is what I was talking about. There's so many counters to counters, and these units are just so fast. I'm expecting a lot of heavy micro, a lot of involvement here. And these are two fantastic players to see that. I love the hill advantage here for our purple mangudais, but waiting a little bit too long to retreat, so the camels close the ranks. Oh no, this is not going to go well for the our purple. Let's take a look at the HP. Oh god, he's lucky for him that he outnumbered his opponent there. I thought that would... Oh, okay. I thought that would go much worse for Vinchester. Let's see what happened there. Okay, so we're starting the battle here, or at least getting ready to start the battle with 30 mangudai, elites, by the way. Each one attacking on an 8 + 4, which is 12. We've got 30 mangudai and only 7 camels against 9 camels and 16 Srivamshas. Okay, never mind. I guess I inflated... You know, like when you're a young kid and you see adults, they seem like giants. I saw the Srivamsha rider and I inflated his military count because let's take a look at this. I'm going to very slowly highlight all the units that are on the field of battle. I'm going to ignore this guy. He's just he stopped for a snack and he's not part of this immediate battle. HP going very much in favor of Vinch here. Look at this, almost 3,000 against 2230. So he's about 750 HP more in this battle, and he's got the high ground. Let's see what happens here. We're going to play it at half speed. Srivamsha's doing what they're doing, which is dodging, but you can only dodge 7 projectiles elite. This is where I thought this is where I started getting confused between the blue and the purple. And then more purple streaming in. So even worse here for blue, engaging uphill against mangudai. The camels swarming to the south, and let's see what happens here. So very bad engage here for Hera. I mean, that was a brilliant move by him to close the gaps on the mangudai instead of fighting the camels. If Hera had fought the camels, he would have just died right out. 9 Srivamshas left. I mean, they're doing their best here, but there's also light cav mixed into the battle now. And my god, he just, wow. Let's take a look at the HP here. Are there any villagers? My god, Hera lost 2,000 HP of units. Our purple Mongol, would you call this a home advantage, home court advantage, a defender's advantage here? He's not that close to his structures that are producing any kind of units, right? I mean, the units are streaming from here. There's one stable here, but holy shit, did Vinchester take a beautiful engage. Let's see what happens to the Srivamshas. Why do they not do more here? Is it all just the quantity of mangudai? Is that all it takes? Just outnumber your opponent? Let's keep our mouse, or at least these units, highlighted and see what happens to them. Let's take a look. Let's follow them. So they run up the hill. One of them dies, the weaker one. The mangudais go, they deke them, they move forward and then back. And now some of the Srivamshas are engaging camels. Terrible, terrible idea. Some of them are now engaging into arrow fire and light cav. Yeah, brilliant move here by Vinchester to clog up all the arteries, all the ways that Hera could have attacked him here. Impressive, impressive. I completely pegged that battle wrong initially. And now Vinchester chasing him. Take a look at this beautiful chase here. I mean, he is on the hunt. And what does Hera have behind this? I mean, there's one light cav here with 8 freaking kills. Maybe I'll do a picture-in-picture to follow his journey. We'll call him Conan the Barbarian light cav here, managing to kill 8 villagers, or either are they villagers? Let's see. Yeah, economy, 8 villagers. But what does Hera have here? Why did he quit? He's got no gold, barely any stone. 132 villagers is not bad, but 15 of them are idle. Plus now he's being raided. He does not know if this raid is, if this one scout cavalry is just the tip of the iceberg, you know. Does he have vision? He does not have any vision on the map. This is the extent of his vision. A house and 2 camels that are moving back. Not a single outpost here, except all the way back here. And so he doesn't know if this is the only one or if there's more coming. But what, I mean, I think his production structures seem to be good, no? 7 stables is fantastic. Archery range. But yeah, like I said, these, no, not the heavy camel riders, the Srivamshas. They're expensive. 70 food. And I really do wonder if there's a way to look at, I mean, this tells you when they go up in age. Is there a way to see if he researched, oh god, I know I'm going to butcher this name, Kshatriyas for blue? Okay, got the heavy camel. No, he didn't. At least I don't see it. Let me know if I'm missing it, but he desperately needed to have... Oh, this is a very annoying interface here with all these things popping up. He desperately needed that upgrade to reduce the cost of food. Otherwise, yeah, like, he does not have the ability to reproduce 450 food, especially when you've gone heavy camels. I think they're heavy camels. Yeah, heavy camel rider. That image is very familiar. So his army count down to 13. He just cannot replenish fast enough. And so the Golden Horde takes the day here. Let's take a look at the stats. 111 Srivamshas, 56 mangudai. I mean, when you see this on paper, you kind of wonder how 111 Srivamshas died, but then you remember all the activity that was happening. Where was it? Here? Where the hell was that town center? I think it was here, right? Next to the gold and the wood, where Hera just lost 1 Srivamsha, 3 Srivamshas, 2 Srivamshas, then the castle went up, he lost a few more, and it just eventually snowballed. The waste of resources eventually snowballed. But yeah, this is what I wanted to see. 200 APM against 199 of his opponent. Beautiful. This is what you expect to see in a game like this. Kill count. A good day here for Vinchester. 174 kills, 120 for Hera. Hera, with the quicker rating unit, the Srivamsha managed to kill 42 villagers to his opponent's 26. And I guess, Muhammad, you're still right. A mangudai walks into a bar and there literally is no counter. I had high hopes. I'm not going to lie here. I thought that that Hera would have an easier time taking out these mangudais, but Vinchester just said, "Nuh-uh, I'm going to clump 30 of them." At this point, he's got 27, but he's going to clump 30 of them at some point. I remember there were 31. And good luck trying to engage, because I'm going to DQ out with them. And then I'm going to shove a bunch of light cav with the extra, remember, 30% extra light cav HP for the Mongols and these camel riders. I wonder if instead of camels, he should have gone steppe lancers, but no, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. These camels take the day. I just didn't like the idea of engaging in a camel to camel war here. Like it's, like mutual, within the US and the Soviet Union, they build up their armaments, except one has camel riders that don't really have any kind of special features, right? The Mongol camels don't come with any kind of bonus, any extra line of sight. They don't move faster. They don't attack faster, any extra HP. Against the civilization whose camels are cheaper, can be upgraded to get extra armor. Did he upgrade them? No, they're still sitting at a basic bitch +4. If he had frontier guards, that would have been a +8 melee. Or sorry, rather +3. I'm sorry, I was looking at the Pierce armor. Yeah, he could have gone up to +7. And they get the bonus attack boost. So remember, 40% extra bonus damage to other camels, which right now is at a 13. So with 40%, that's basically another 5 or so attack bonus against camels. So I don't think the camels were really the right move by Vinchester. Not that it really matters, because what a massacre here. But he did manage to just overwhelm his opponent. What a seesaw game. Sometimes Vinch was ahead in army supply. Sometimes Hera. Villager count was swinging wildly. Look at Hera. Good for him managing to catch up. 132 villagers. That is a perfect amount of villagers. Maybe add another 5 or 10. Yeah, he's adding 8. I swear I didn't look at that before I said 5 to 10, but he's adding another 8. And then once he gets to 140, that's, I think, an optimal number, especially when you still have some gold left out on the map. Relic 4-0 in favor of our Mongol. Let's see how that impacted the game. Not much. 1,000 extra resources. Okay. Resource count, our purple Mongol beating out Hera, but not by much. I mean, what is this? 6,000 extra resources minus the 1,000. So 5,000 extra resources. Where did that all go? That's mostly in wood. Okay. So Mongols, always, you need a lot of lumberjacks. 43 is a very healthy amount. 56 on wood and still a few on gold. I mean, look at how much gold is still left on the map. But overall, wow, what a fun, fantastic game. Went completely the other way that I thought it would go. Good decisions, bad decisions by both players. Lots of heavy micro. I mean, anytime you have both players sitting at 200 micro, especially with Elos like this, you're going to see a super duper fun game. Oh, and these villagers also incredibly exposed here. These mangudai are going to have a field day. There's going to be a mountain of blue Gurjaras skulls piled up because Vinchester takes the big W. But GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.